Welcome to the Project Management Professional, or PMP, course. In this course, we will learn the essential concepts and practices of professional project management.
Welcome to this explainer. Have you ever watched a massive project just spiral completely out of control? Bleeding time, bleeding money? Well, today, we're going to demystify project management. We are breaking down the 5 essential stages every project manager absolutely must know to turn chaotic ideas into successful realities. Whether you're building a skyscraper or rolling out a new piece of software, this framework, it's the backbone of getting things done efficiently. Okay, here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the high-level project lifecycle, dig right into initiation and planning, move through execution and monitoring, wrap it up with project closure, and then tie the whole shebang together with a real-world example. Let's jump right into Section 1, the project lifecycle. Think of the project lifecycle as your ultimate organizational savior. Literally, it is a structured sequence of 5 stages that takes these massive, intimidating undertakings and breaks them down into totally manageable steps. Every single project, no matter the industry, passes through these exact phases: initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and controlling, and closing. By mastering these 5 steps, you don't just bring ideas to life, you do it predictably, on time, and on budget. Moving right along to Section 2, initiation and planning.
Everything starts with initiation. This is that critical moment where a project idea is rigorously evaluated before any real money is spent or any real work actually begins. You're basically asking the big question here: is this project actually worth doing? Trust me, skipping this phase is the #1 reason projects end up hemorrhaging cash down the line.
During this evaluation, you've got to quickly check off a few vital activities. First up, pinpoint the exact problem you are solving and define crystal clear objectives. You absolutely must identify your stakeholders too, the folks with a vested interest in the outcome. Then, you're conducting feasibility studies, estimating initial costs, and spotting any major high-level risks. And finally, you officially lock the whole thing in by preparing a project charter. That is your official green light.
Once officially initiated, we step into the planning stage. This dictates exactly how we are going to pull this massive undertaking off. If initiation was the what and the why, well, planning is entirely focused on the how.
And wow, the sheer volume of preparation required here is massive. You are building a completely robust foundation with 9 specific plans before a single physical action is taken. You need a scope plan and a work breakdown structure, which, by the way, just means chopping the monster project into bite-sized, actionable tasks. You also need a solid schedule, a resource plan to know exactly who's doing what, a detailed cost estimate, and a quality plan. Plus, you're building a risk register to anticipate problems, a communications plan to keep everyone in the loop, and a procurement plan for everything you need to buy. It's a lot, I know, but this is exactly how you prevent absolute chaos later on. All right, Section 3, execution and monitoring. Execution. This is the exciting part where all those theoretical plans finally become a physical reality. This is where the budget actually gets spent, your team rolls up their sleeves, and the real magic happens. The actual tangible work is performed here. We're rapidly moving through procurement of materials into engineering, construction, and installation. But hey, it doesn't stop with just building the thing. Execution carries you all the way through rigorous testing and even training your end users. It's a crucial step that a lot of novices skip, but it ensures people actually know how to use what you've just built. Now, at the exact same time, you enter the monitoring and controlling stage. And this brilliantly comes down to one core concept: expectation versus reality. You've got to constantly pit the reality of your actual progress against the expectations of your planned progress. While your team executes, you're the ultimate supervisor, constantly measuring reality against that baseline plan. To keep the whole project from derailing, a vigilant project manager tracks 5 specific metrics. You are tracking actual costs against the budget, the real timeline against the schedule, and making sure the quality is up to standard. You're also actively monitoring those risks you identified back in the planning stage, ensuring any necessary changes are handled immediately and appropriately so they just don't snowball. Up next, Section 4, project closure. Closing isn't just packing up your desk, high-fiving the team, and walking away. Nope. It is a highly structured, formal completion of the project. A project just isn't truly finished until it goes through this rigorous process. This critical wrap-up requires ticking off a few final, very important boxes. You're handing over deliverables to the client, but only after a final inspection, testing, and acceptance. You're finalizing all those payments, officially closing out contracts, and releasing your team resources so they can jump onto other initiatives. But the absolute most important part? Gathering lessons learned. This right here is the secret sauce. It allows your organization to avoid the exact same mistakes on future projects, and honestly, it's what separates good organizations from truly great ones. Let's bring this to life. Section 5, a real-world workshop example. Watch how flawlessly this framework maps to reality. First, you initiate by identifying the business need for, say, a new maintenance workshop space. Then, you meticulously plan its blueprint design, lock in that budget, and create the work breakdown structure. Third, you execute by physically constructing the building and installing the equipment. Fourth, you concurrently monitor your costs and building quality during that construction. And finally, you close by completing the commissioning process and actually handing over the keys to the operations team. So, the crucial point to take away from this framework is that it is your absolute, undeniable roadmap to success. By respecting these 5 stages, you completely remove the guesswork from project management. You replace it with predictable, repeatable success. Now that you are armed with this clear, 5-step explainer roadmap, how are you going to apply it? What chaotic idea will you structure and bring to life next? Thank you for joining this explainer. Now get out there and start planning.
The project lifecycle has 4 key stages: initiation, planning, execution, and closing.